Hello guys, welcome back to Medical Coding Club. So today let us learn CPT coding guidelines for biopsy. So in the biopsy concept we have too many coding guidelines. So we should understand the guidelines and then we should get started with the concept. So yes, so I hope you all can see the screen. So here we have a coding guideline which says, usually biopsy they will be performing for the pathologic examination purpose, right? So here you can see during surgical procedures like excision, destruction or shave removals. So these are the three surgical procedures. Usually biopsy they will be performing with this kind of procedures. So for that they have mentioned, you can see that the obtaining tissue for pathology during the course of these procedures is a routine component of such procedures. Okay, so this obtaining of tissue is not considered as a separate or biopsy procedure, and it is not separately reported. So the meaning is whenever they perform excision, whenever they perform biopsy with excision and biopsy with the destruction procedure and biopsy with the shave removal procedure, we cannot code separately for biopsy procedure. Okay, it is an included procedure with all the surgical procedures. You have to remember this. And apart from this, we should understand all the types of biopsies. So in this biopsy we have three types of techniques. Okay, so biopsy, here you can see the first biopsy is tangential biopsy. Example like shave or scoop. How they are, what technique they are using to take the biopsy. Okay, how they are going to perform the procedure. So these are all the techniques. Okay, the first one is tangential biopsy and the second one is punch biopsy. You can see that punch biopsy requires a punch tool to remove a full thickness cylindrical sample of skin. Okay, these are all the kind of technique. Okay, and then incisional biopsy. So all these three biopsies are important, and these three biopsy have the own coding CPTs. Okay, each technique will have one primary code and will have one additional code also. So you can see all those here. So the first code set is tangential biopsy of skin 11102 and corresponding add-on code which says 11103 each separate additional lesion. Okay, and same like 11104, that is punch biopsy of skin single lesion and corresponding add-on code which says each additional lesion. And the next one is incisional biopsy of skin, and we have a corresponding add-on code as well. So that is 11107 each additional lesion. Okay, these are the three coding range, grouping. Okay, so we have two more coding guidelines that you can see here. I'll just explain through from the table. Okay, which make you which makes you feel easier. Okay, so you can see here, think like they have performed two tangential biopsy on the same operating session. Okay, so here how you are going to code, you will code the primary code of tangential biopsy to report the one biopsy, and you have left with one more biopsy, right? So for that you will use the add-on code from tangential only. Okay, you will report the unit. So you will report one primary code and one add-on code. Okay, so same like you can see the next example, that is three punch biopsies. So three biopsies they have performed on the same session but using same technique. Punch biopsy only they have used. So here how you are going to code the same thing. You will use the punch biopsy primary code and you are going to use the corresponding add-on code with unit 2 they have performed 3 punch biopsies. So you are going to report with unit 2. Okay. And the thing is, here comes the coding guideline. So you can see this example which says 1 incisional biopsy and 1 tangential biopsy and 1 punch biopsy. So they have performed 3 biopsies and they have did all the 3 technique. Okay, so in this case what you will do, you will code the highest one. Okay, in this 3 technique, incisional biopsy is severe one. Okay, so first you will report the incisional primary code. Okay, you cannot code all 3 primary code together, right? So that you have to code only 1 primary code. So you will choose the highest one. So in this example, the highest biopsy is incisional. So I am coding the primary code as incisional biopsy. And to report the tangential and punch biopsy, I have to use the respective add-on code from the technique. So 111103 is for tangential biopsy. I am using an add-on code to report this tangential biopsy. And same like I am left with 1 punch biopsy as well. So for that, what I am going to do, I am going to do take punch biopsy add-on code. You can see here, this is an additional punch biopsy, lesion. So that's why I am taking this add-on code to report the punch biopsy. So in this example, we covered all 3 techniques, but we have used only 1 primary code. Okay, the severe one, incisional biopsy, we have coded that primary code, and to report the other 2 biopsy, we have taken the corresponding add-on codes. Okay, this is the ultimate concept. So next you can see same like 1 punch biopsy and 2 tangential biopsy they have did. So overall 3 biopsies they have performed, but one biopsy was performed using punch biopsy technique and 2 biopsy they have did with 2 tangential biopsies. So here, if you compare the punch biopsy and tangential biopsy, the highest one, the severe one will be the punch biopsy. So for that, you are going to take the add-on code from punch biopsy and you are going to report the add-on code for tangential biopsy. So that's why in this case we have used the primary code for punch biopsy and remaining 111103 with unit 2 to report the tangential biopsy. So 111102 is the add-on code of tangential biopsy. Okay, so these are the coding guidelines. I hope you all understood. So if you still have doubts, you just keep this table as your reference and practice few examples, easily you can understand. Okay, so the coding guidelines, I'll repeat once again. Whenever they are performing excision with biopsy or destruction procedure with biopsy or shave removal procedure with biopsy, in these surgical procedure always include the biopsy. Okay, so for that you no need to code biopsy separately. If you get excision with biopsy, you will code only for excision, not for biopsy. Okay, this is the first coding guideline. Apart from this, you can see here, as I already told, when you get the 3 techniques together or 2 techniques if they have used on the same session, you will code the 1 primary code which is the highest one, and you will use the add-on code to report the corresponding technique. Okay, so yes, so it's very easy. You just have to remember these techniques and how you are going to follow. Yeah, that's it guys. I hope you all understood, and yes, thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel and please do support my channel. So if I get continuous support, I'll definitely make everyday one topic, the coding guidelines, wherever we have CPT coding guidelines, those kind of topic, and which are the important topic, I will choose and I will cover. Okay, yes. Thank you all. Please do subscribe.